Hi, goaltenders. Pascal Villani here from Elite Goalies Canada, and I wanted to go over a couple of little details with you guys in regards to how the RVH works, and more so how the head complements the rest of the body. Now, there's there's different sports such as dance, there's martial arts, there's diving. All of these sports, gymnastics is a huge one, are driven by the movement of the head and the angles of the head. So when you're dealing with an RVH or post heel integration, what you want to do is you want to take a look at how the head is playing a role here. And really what we're trying to do is trying to create some sort of an angle so that we're creating space on this side so that the leg would be able to recover, and that's this leg right here. This leg has to recover and get up while this head starts to move this way. So let's look for that in slow motion here. So as the head starts to slide over top of the puck, we're able to track down, and then that allows the goaltender to place his foot into position. Now, one of the biggest problems is goaltenders don't bring that foot forward enough to be able to get the appropriate angle to get into the post. And that's why you get a lot of goaltenders moving out away, and then the players themselves, they'll just move around and put the puck into the net. So it's really important for us to get the right angle. The next thing is the projected angle of the blocker. And, the distance from the ice up to where it needs to be is the fact that we don't want double coverage. Okay, it's clear that the pad itself is going to be sealing the ice so that you don't need the blocker too low to the ice. You get it just in line with the upper portion of the pad and above. And that's really going to kind of protect this area right in here, while the pad is going to, protect the area down here by sealing the ice. So ultimately with an RVH, we're going to have kind of an angled effect, and the head is going to be somewhere in this area up here. So let's get rid of those drawings. As we start to move forward, we need to take our glove with us, and Adam does a really good job here. But as he goes in, he's able to touch that post. Now, I'm going to change the angle here just based on the video. You can see that the foot strikes the post. So let's zoom in. Strikes the post first, and then you see the body starting to fold or adjust or cushion how that's supposed to take place there. So that's what he does. Let's move away and see it. And when you move out of the RVH, you're not actually pushing. And this is what a lot of people think, that we're actually just pushing in that direction. We're not, okay? You can see that you catch the post, you cushion, coil, and then you move away from that post with your head. So you can see that head starting to move in that direction. It's following the puck as it starts to move out, or uses advanced tracking. It moves in those directions, okay? So as you start to come across, you see he's not even pushing. His body is coming back over top until it gets to that point. And then all that happens in this area here is a little bit of guidance. So think of that foot as more of a rudder foot. So watch it now. Just goes across and gets into position. The reason why I do it on this line here, which is basically the top of the circle, is because I want Adam or the goaltenders I work with to be able to identify net center position. The more you find net center position, the more you realize you actually don't need a whole lot of power to execute something as simple as an RVH recovery. So let's go through this here. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit. So you have the ability to kind of move back in, and that's what I wanted Adam to protect and move through. You can see how his blocker barely moves. As his head starts to move and his body starts to move, his leg, you probably can't see this, but that foot right there is going into a recovery phase. You can already see that this knee over here, the far side knee, is up, coming off of the ice. You see that? You can see it right. Let me just get that in there. You can see it off the ice. What you're doing is you're pivoting on this knee only. The other leg is hovering up, and really it's a race against time. I use a term called once your nose gets to your knee, your foot should be in place. So this foot should already be in place of where you want to go. And then you're able to get over to the post. You can get back out again and continue to go in that way. So let's see it from the top to bottom. He moves back to position, brings his head over top, projects the blocker, moves back. And that blocker does a really nice job protecting the upper portion of the net. So hopefully this helps answer a lot of the questions I've been getting on Instagram. Take care, guys, and thanks for the content ideas.